shape, or form, we're going to highlight it. Mek Wi Talk! Jeffrey Tavares represents yard and broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth, make we reason, Mek Wi Talk! And we don't care about no vumva viva va, no upper echelon, nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica, Mek Wi Talk! Mek Wi Talk. Unity is strength, make we reason, Mek Wi Talk! If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Mek Wi Talk! Jeffrey Tavares represents yard and broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth, make we reason, Mek Wi Talk! And we don't care about no vumva viva va, no upper echelon, nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica, Mek Wi Talk! Mek Wi Talk. Unity is strength, make we reason, Mek Wi Talk! If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Mek Wi Talk! Jeffrey Tavares represents yard and broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth, make we reason, Mek Wi Talk! And we don't care about no vumva viva va, no upper echelon, nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica, Mek Wi Talk! Mek Wi Talk. Unity is strength, make we reason, Mek Wi Talk! If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Mek Wi Talk! Jeffrey Tavares represents yard and broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth, make we reason, Mek Wi Talk! And we don't care about no vumva viva va, no upper echelon, nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica, Mek Wi Talk! Mek Wi Talk. Unity is strength, make we reason, Mek Wi Talk! If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Mek Wi Talk! Jeffrey Tavares represents yard and broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth, make we reason, Mek Wi Talk! And we don't care about no vumva viva va, no upper echelon, nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica, Mek Wi Talk! Mek Wi Talk. Unity is strength, make we reason, Mek Wi Talk! If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Mek Wi Talk! Jeffrey Tavares represents yard and broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth, make we reason, Mek Wi Talk! And we don't care about no vumva viva va, no upper echelon, nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica, Mek Wi Talk! Mek Wi Talk. Unity is strength, make we reason, Mek Wi Talk! If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Mek Wi Talk! Jeffrey Tavares represents yard and broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth, make we reason, Mek Wi Talk! And we don't care about no vumva viva va, no upper echelon, nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica, Mek Wi Talk! Mek Wi Talk. Unity is strength, make we reason, Mek Wi Talk! If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Mek Wi Talk! Jeffrey Tavares represents yard and broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth, make we reason, Mek Wi Talk! And we don't care about no vumva viva va, no upper echelon, nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica, Mek Wi Talk! Mek Wi Talk. Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents yard and broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth, make we reason, make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va, no upper echelon, nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica, make we talk. Make we talk. Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents yard and broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth, make we reason, make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va, no upper echelon, nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica, make we talk.
Mek Wi Talk. Good afternoon. Good morning, wherever you are listening, watching from around the world in the Eastern Caribbean. Welcome to another edition of the Mek Wi Talk program. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Friday morning. I know you guys haven't seen me in a couple of days. I have been having a severe back pain. I don't know what's going on with me, but I've been having a severe back pain, and I'm getting over it. I'm getting over it. So many news is happening in Jamaica. 24 dead babies. Can Andrew Holness hear the spirit of the dead babies crying? The Integrity Commission report will be filed in Parliament. I am being told, well, the Senate is meeting now. So hopefully they'll table it today in the Parliament. But we were told on a political campaign trail by opposition leader and Justice Donna Scott Motley that the Parliament of Jamaica, they want to close the Parliament early. As the Labour Party want to close the Parliament early. But, you know, it is scheduled to be closed on the 2nd of July. And they want to close it on the 21st, the 22nd of, or the 2nd of, 24th of June, sorry. That was yesterday, a day before yesterday. But I am seeing where Parliament is in session now, the Senate is in session now. So hopefully they'll table the Integrity Commission report that we can know who the illicit 8 is. We want to know who the illicit 8 is. We want to know who the illicit 8 is. And I want to do something before I start the program this morning. Greetings to everyone in the chat room. Welcome to another edition of the program. And I want to tell all those who give it was on Monday or on Tuesday? Yes, on Tuesday, I think it was, who helped that young lady. When I asked for help, you all did. And I want to tell you thanks. In all, I collect $425 I collected for her. And I want to show you that the money was sent off to her. I send off the money to her. Hold on for me. If you all can see it, it's $425. They take out the money to send it. So in all in Jamaican currency, she gets $65,687.62. I can't show her name. For privacy reasons, I cannot show her name. But this was sent to her. In all I collected, I don't want to give the names of the people who end up sending money. But in all I collected, let me go back to the Zelle here to see how much I can give the name. I can give the amount that they send on Zelle. But it was a good thing that all of you came on board. And I appreciate all of you so much for coming on board to assist her. And she will come on the program pretty soon to speak and to give thanks and to show her appreciation to all those who give. Because without you guys, you know, I alone couldn't do it. And I want to tell you all, thanks so much. Thank you all so much for giving. All right, let me go into this here. Where it is. Here it is. One person from Zelle gave $100. Another person gave $50. Hold on there. I think I need the wrong thing. Hold on. Hold on there. Let me do back this over. Oh, here it is now. Yes. One person from Zelle, $100. Another person from Zelle, another $100. Another person from Zelle, $50. One other person from Zelle, $50 again. Another person from Zelle, $50. Another person from Zelle, $50. Another person from Zelle, $25. One person from Zelle, $15. Another person from Zelle, $10. So in all, we collected $425 for that young lady who wanted help in Jamaica. $125 was sent down. $425, sorry. Why am I keep on saying $125? $425 was sent down to her in Jamaica. That's $425 US. And when you calculate that into Jamaican currency, you get at least $65,687.62. The lady from London, England, she also sent down money, the £100 that she promised. So, I don't want nobody thinks I'm thief their money. See it there? I'm not being disrespectful, but a lot of people think differently. I cannot show her name. And I cannot show my address. All right? So there it is. We collected $425 US for the young lady. And we send it down to her. And she in Jamaican currency, she will get $65,687. That's what she will get. All right. So there you go. When I come on the platform and I ask for help, I will come back and be transparent to you all. The young lady in Jamaica who came on the program, let me see if I can get a hold of her. Let me see if me can get a hold of her. Hold on there for me. Let me see if I can get a hold of her to talk. I don't know if she went and collect the money as yet because she was having her husband to help her to go and collect it. But let me see if I can get a hold of her. Let me see if I can get a hold of her to come on and speak to us before I start the program with the program with the dead babies. The program with the dead babies. Hold on there for me. Hold on there for me. Okay. Let me see if I can get a hold of her. One moment, please. For those who are just joining us, we're speaking about the $425 that everybody on this program here, I am appreciative of all of you who decide to come on and give. Thank you all very much. You all came on and you give. And the lady from London, she gave £100. Okay, I think this is, yes, this is her. Let me see if I can get a hold of her. Yes. I hope she answered the phone. Hello?
Yes.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning. You're live on air. I just want to be transparent to the people who gave the money. So you're live on air?
Yes.
Yes. Have you collected the money as yet?
No, Jeffrey, I have to wait for my husband to come from country.
Okay.
When I even look for it yet.
Okay. So
When I really
the
want to go by myself, it's not safe to just collect money like that in Jamaica either by yourself.
yes, I
Because you don't
understand.
know who is watching you. Yeah,
Right.
maybe.
So what I want you to tell you're live on air now. So talk to the people who give the money. Talk to them and so forth. If you appreciate them and so forth, go ahead and talk to them.
Thank you, everyone who decided that I have some form of significance at all, and I was to be looked at. Thank you for caring. You didn't have to give anything. I didn't beg. You decided that I should have been given some attention. You know what I mean? Thank you very much. Sight is important. If I don't have my eyes, I have no life.
Yeah.
Understand? That's how deadly it is.
Mhm.
Understand? No sight, no life. So thank you very much, everybody.
All
I'll
right.
see what I can do. Jeffrey,
Yes, ma'am.
Jeffrey,
Yes, I'm hearing you.
I need to ask you to send me back that voice, the voice note that you sent me about the place that the lady was suggesting, because
Okay.
I have disappearing messages in your WhatsApp chat. It
Also,
disappeared. So my husband is asking if I can. My husband is asking if you can send back the voice note, because with the lady that's suggesting the place to me.
yes,
Remember
yes.
the
I
line?
I will
Yeah, I
do that.
need
I'll
back
try
that
and find
voice
it.
note.
Then hold on them. Me had disappearing message from the sitting here too. But you hear ya.
Yes,
I
you
saw
have
me
disappearing messages.
I saw me sophisticated. But
Oh yes, and I have to thank Miss Walking in Divine Purpose. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mom. You have
yes.
your own problems, and you're looking at other people and deciding to help. Thank you, Miss Wedderburn. Anywhere you are, everybody who decided that I needed some attention and I deserve some type of help. Thank
Yes.
you again.
And what we want you to do, you see, I want you to keep us
Mhm.
update on the progress of your eyes and so forth, who you got to and everything. For those who are just joining us, we're speaking to the young lady who we assist with $425 US. That's 60. Hold on there for me. Go back here, so. That's
Mhm.
65,687.62 Jamaican. We assist her with that
Mhm.
because she has a eye problem.
Mhm.
She never asked for any help. I was the one who decided to help her, along with people in the chat room, Walking in Divine Purpose, and Gigi. Gigi was the one who said, Jeffrey, do something. Even before Gigi said it, I was like, I should do it. And when Gigi said, I said, yes, Lord, this is a confirmation. When Walking in Divine Purpose said it, yes, I said, okay, this is more than a confirmation. And I want to tell everybody in the chat room who came on here and who decided to help her, $425 US equal to $65,678.62. $687. $687.62 that she received. And she collected £100 from the lady in London, and that's going to help her with her eyes. That's supposed to be nearly $100,000 or 80 something thousand dollars Jamaican she's going to receive. So, my dear, go ahead and talk. Go ahead. Go ahead, my dear, and talk. Hello?
No man, I'm just about to say thank you. I can't say how much thank yous. My service is poor, Jeffrey. You
All
know what I
right.
mean?
Okay. All right, my
Service
dear.
poor.
We're live on air now, so you can go and watch us.
Jeffrey?
Are you hearing us? Hello?
And the
Hello?
service is poor, Jeffrey.
All right.
Service poor.
Okay, no problem then. All right, thank
You
you for
hear me
coming on.
now?
Yes, I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you.
All right. The service is poor.
Okay,
Here.
no problem.
Service poor.
All right, no problem. Thanks for coming on.
Very poor. Yes.
Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
She's not hearing us clearly because the service is poor. But I just want to make that out of the way that I end up, sending it off to her. And so on and so forth. So I am gonna do something different next time. Hopefully I can do it that way. to put up on the screen how much money was collected, but I can't put the people in name. I cannot do that. And I want to say thank you all very much from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate you all that you can come on the Mek Wi Talk program and can assist a brother or a sister in Jamaica. Many of us up here going through rough times right here in the United States, Canada, England, all over. But out of our little, we give a meal. Out of our little, we give something. And that's what I appreciate you all for. Thank you all very much for coming and end up giving to us, to that young lady there. Let's go into some business now. The Prime Minister of Jamaica, when he was in opposition, Dr. Fenton Ferguson under the Portia Simpson Miller administration, 18 babies died at the Victoria Jubilee Hospital. And Andrew Holness make a big hullabaloo out of it and said that they must fire Fenton Ferguson. He went into a frenzy. He went on a political platform somewhere in Jamaica. I can't remember exactly. I think it was Sam Sharp Square. And he said he can hear the spirit of a dead baby crying, crying, crying. One moment. Hi, Miss Winnie, how are you?
Mr. Jeffrey, I
Yes.
am so mad at the moment. I am not well, but this make it worse. Sir, how on earth can a government do not provide vital equipment for the hospital? For June alone, 24 baby died. And for 18 months, 2,216 baby died. And they come and telling nonsense. It could be black mold. It could be baby in cell. It could be organ harvesting. But there's no way that amount of babies should die in one hospital, 24. Something is wrong. It could be black mold. It could be organ harvesting, or could be baby stealing. Because I have a friend. She's over here now with me, living over here. And it's a good thing a security guard asked this nurse, where you going with that baby wrap up? And it was my friend baby. There's a lot of thieving going on. Baby died and the parents cannot see the baby. Which part of the world you tell me that?
You know,
When my daughter lost her baby in the UK, they give the family time with the baby. We all take time holding the baby, talking to the baby. As we do. Oh, we love you. You're going to go and play with the angels now. Oh, on earth, you never give the mother that closure. Something is wrong, sir. And Holness cannot suck Tufton because Tufton have secret for him and Holness have secret for Tufton. That's why that Tufton should have gone from last year. He should have been relieved of his
quite
duty.
frankly, Miss Winnie, quite frankly, the entire administration should have gone.
That's what you see. Well, don't forget they own Jamaica. Their poor parents did will Jamaica to them.
No, the people of Jamaica, allow them to think that way. And we fail to understand, Miss Winnie, that we, the Jamaican people, have the power in our hands. But all we think about is the color orange and the color green.
No, and the box food and $50.
We will not think about, hold on, Miss Winnie. We will not think about the country Jamaica. And until we start thinking about the country Jamaica and stop thinking about political parties in this country and stop worship these politicians as if they are demigods and think about this country future and the future of our children, then I'm sorry.
Right.
This country will never be better.
Mr. Jeff, I have a premature baby. It was twin, but I lost one. And they hold me there. They hold me till my son come at 2 weeks to be 7 months. And straight away they show me the baby and they rush him off to intensive care. Right? And my son now is 40. Now he's 55. My son is 55 years old and he was a twin. How on earth you don't have no incubator for baby that born that young, no special care nurses. You got to have those special care nurses. They're in the
hold on for me.
The room where the babies are.
Miss Winnie, hold on for me. Hold on for me.
Yeah.
What are you saying? What are you saying? I do apologize, Miss Winnie. Go ahead, Miss Winnie. Go ahead.
Listen, the nurses should be specially care for baby that is preemie, right? And when the baby born, straight away they draw a little blood from the baby bottom of the foot.
I know, but because I used to work in a hospital in Cayman for many years, you know. So I know a little about what they do in the maternity ward and also in the general ward. Because although I was a front office clerk, I was a porter. So I know a little thing. I listen to, I watch things and I know a little thing about medicine or whatever. The problem that we face in Jamaica, Miss Winnie, when election time come around, we the Jamaican people do not remember what we go through.
No.
All we think about our party.
But you see, some don't think about party, some think about the box food and the money.
Then it's still in party, Miss Winnie. I'm still in party.
Mr. Jeff, listen to me, sir. I am going to be 79 the next birthday.
You sound like you're a young girl, Miss Winnie. You sound like you're a young girl, man.
No, man. I'm a old woman now with whole heap of gray hair. Listen to me. I am telling you, sir, I never know of a country that is this bad. Like, I don't talk about 80s been going on from I can remember. But this Jamaica, I am ashamed when the people hear it on the news over here now and a blogging station, they ask us if we're really killing all those babies. Those babies should never die unless they get the proper care. If you ever lived in going to UK and see how they treat preemie baby, man, the tears come out your eyes. So they're like angels. The nurses in the UK, preemie, I don't know about, I've never been to any preemie hospital over here, but I never hear of any baby die in neglect. No preemie baby. They have lovely intensive special care for baby in Barbados. You cannot mess with the people, baby, in Barbados. No, my God, you're joking.
The Jamaican people, Miss Winnie, the Jamaican people are the one who are supposed to stand up and stand up for this country.
But don't forget, if you said anything wrong, the next thing you realize.
No, Miss Winnie, Miss Winnie, we must come out of that bloody nonsense, Because I know why I said, hold on, Miss Winnie.
Look at that.
No, Miss Winnie, hold on. What happened a couple days ago, the 2nd of June, when Jamaicans took to the streets in front of at Hero Circle? Anything happen?
But no,
when Jamaicans, hold on, Miss Winnie, when Jamaicans went out into Old Harbor, anything happen? Nothing happened.
No, sir.
So don't come and say to me that whatever. We can't stand up in this country.
But now I'm calling on Mr. Mark Golden and the others, the other big head, come out now and call for Tufton to go. Mr. Mark Golden, you got to do that. If you don't do it, sir, I'm done. You got to go out there and demonstrate that they must call.
Hello. Everybody believe that Mark Golden is the savior for this country. Hold on, Miss Winnie.
No, but everybody leader, sir.
Everybody believe that Mark Jefferson Golden is a savior for Jamaica. Yes,
he
must hold on for me. Yes, he must come out and whatever. But everything lies with us, the people. We are the voters of this country.
But who's going to come out to demonstrate if we don't call any opposition leader or
an opposition leader will demonstrate? Look how many people around the world get up and demonstrate without the politician around them.
But who's going to lead it? You know, let
Miss Winnie, we have a problem in this country, see? And if someone get up and do something from politics, XQYZ can done. We the people can do it. In the 1990s, when we have the gas right in this country, not one single politician was out there. Not one single politician was out there in the 1990s when Jamaicans took to the streets.
Tufton should go. He should not be there tomorrow.
He should be fired from last night.
Yes, look at it. 24 baby. In what? And that is more than what they're telling us, you know. What about the other January, February, March, April, May, and June? Come to June. What about the other months? How many baby die? Come on, tell us the truth.
What I will say publicly, the People's National Party must get out there on the campaign trail and hammer them with this 24 dead baby. The People's National Party, hold on, Miss Winnie. The People's National Party must come out there and hammer them about the CIA report in the 1980s.
Well, if I didn't know Mr. Mark Golding number, I would have called him. If I didn't know I know Isaac number, but if I didn't know the big up them, I would call them and said, get to the backside out there and demonstrate now. Come on, go out there and demonstrate. This is ridiculous. Listen to me, sir. I am a warrior from I was born. My mother said that when I come out of her womb, I was fighting. They don't know why I'm fighting. Everywhere I work, I fight for people right. I was a union leader in one of my job in London. And they called me in the office to say, if I pay you, can you do not call no more strike? And I tell them, no, you can't pay me, man. I was working in a fur factory. And I'm telling you, many jobs because I stand up for people right. I don't care what party you're in. From you wrong that person, I stand up for you.
Can you hear? And you know what hurt most of all? Not one single member of the governing party, no woman get up and say anything about this 24 dead baby. Juliet Cuthbert the Flynn, who love to talk about Mark Golding never born in Jamaica. You know, come on and talk about the 24 dead babies. Juliet Holness. It's a damn disgrace in this country.
But I can't believe the lady is supposed to be the lady of Jamaica and she don't, but all she do is go in a graveyard at night time. Huh? Him and the husband in the graveyard after 12 o'clock at night. Doing what? Huh? And none of them come out and talk about the babies. The Prime Minister do not call Tufton in to ask what is going on.
Miss Winnie, you see, until the Jamaican people understand certain things in this country, these majority of these politicians don't give a flying count about the Jamaican people, you know. They have no respect for the Jamaican people. In which modern democracy can you have a hospital that's been refurbished for how when? And now 24 dead babies and the Minister of Health is still Minister of Health?
And then you come tell me you have 1 billion to give out? You could have spent at the hospital. You were saving that for election. Go and spend it for the hospital. They don't have no incubator. They don't have, I don't think that hospital got 4 incubator working. Huh? It's wrong. How can 24 baby die in 1 month and 216 die in 16 months? They're not telling you the truth. They're not telling you, as a Jamaican, I am afraid of my own country right now to know that baby's born and dead, and then your baby born at 9 months. You hear your baby cry, they rush off the baby, and next thing, an hour later, they come and tell you baby dead, and you cannot see your baby. What backside that you're talking about? Huh?
One thing I know, you know. One thing I know, Miss Winnie.
I want Mark number. I want Mr. Mark Golding number.
I can't give out his number like that, my dear. I was asking.
No, you won't. I won't. You know that I don't want it because when I finish with Mr. Mark Golding, he's going to run out here, yeah?
All right,
I know Isaac number. But I want Mr. Margoli number. It was given to me sometime, but the phone lost it. I don't know how come. This is wrong. You mean you got 14 or 15 hospitals and you do not have none of those equipment in there, but the private hospital got it?
And yet, because you know why the private hospital have it? I am convinced that majority of these politicians have private medical facilities all over Jamaica. You see?
I do not understand what's going on, sir, in my country. I have a country that I adopt as my own, and I would fight for Barbados. Because you know why? I've been in the hospital here 3 or 4 times. And man, you think it was a private treatment. Everybody, yes, we got a little, the little notch, but nothing. And it's one hospital. We got 280,000 people,
The question,
one hospital, and we got everything.
Miss Winnie, the question the Jamaican people must ask the Prime Minister of this country, where is all the COVID money that you spend? Where is it?
Oh, God.
Miss Winnie, thanks for calling. I got to run.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, thank you for taking my call. Love you, love you.
Love you too, ma'am. We have a message here from the leader, from the opposition spokesperson on health, Dr. Alfred Dawes. Let's listen to him.
The following is a release from the People's National Party Media Unit.
The Southeastern Regional Health Authority has confirmed that 24 babies died at the Victoria Jubilee Hospital in the first 24 days of June. Reports indicate that 229 neonatal deaths at the hospital between October 2023 and 2025. The Minister of Health, Dr. Christopher Tufton, must confirm whether these figures are accurate and release the full mortality data from 2020 to the present. The explanation given that prematurity is the cause of these deaths is unacceptable. Prematurity is a medical condition, not a cause of death. This points to a deeper systemic failure in the care for newborns. Victoria Jubilee continues to suffer from overcrowding, understaffing, and outdated infrastructure. There's a chronic lack of essential resources, including cooling blankets, ventilators, and proper parenteral nutrition for neonates. These deficiencies, combined with inadequate staffing, compromise the hospital's ability to manage high-risk pregnancies and provide life-saving neonatal care. Jamaica's maternal mortality rate is now higher than it was 30 years ago. Combined with a spike in neonatal deaths, this reflects a public health system in crisis. Dr. Tufton must answer the following. How many neonatal deaths have occurred at VJH annually over the past 5 years? What has been done to improve these outcomes? What budget allocation was made to neonatal care? Was there a breakdown in infection control? And importantly, why was the public not informed sooner? Jamaicans deserve transparency and accountability. These were not statistics. These were children.
Visit our website at pnp.org.jm or check us out on Facebook at Jamaica PNP.
There you have it. There you have it. Oh, I let me say this. I just showed the money that was given to us. The $425 was given as a gift to the lady. We just showed it a while ago. She came on air and she's giving thanks for it. We showed everything. So for those who are just joining us and who had given to help the lady with her eyes, we just gave a review of the money that we're given. So that's that we have just given. We just want to say the message was given. Hold on. Hello, good morning. You're live. Hello.
Jeffrey?
Yes, you're live. Go ahead.
Jeffrey.
Yes.
And the connection unstable. All right. I was the one who called Andre yesterday and let it be known that we don't see our babies when they tell us that they die.
You were the one?
Understand? If anybody, yes, but they just decide say no, but I just tell him. No, I
Okay.
just made up my mind and did it. It made sense. It did not make no sense to hide it and pretend that the process is perfect. We don't get no death certificate. We don't see no child. We have no contact with the baby.
So you're saying to us
Have a little hug to the child. Yes,
that when your baby died, you get no death certificate?
none. We don't know nothing like that. We don't get that type of humane treatment. I don't even know what she looks like. My husband doesn't know what the child looks like.
What?
And it's his first child. And it's my first child. We have never seen the child. We don't know what the baby looks like. This person was growing inside of me. It's mine. Mine. I'm gonna see her. You understand me? So it kind of make you have the thoughts like probably there's some kind of things going on. I mean, I said, boy, if it's human trafficking thing, I want better she did dead. I tell her the truth, the better she pass on. The girl.
So hold on there
I
for
tell
me.
you.
Hold on there for me. Hold on there for me. You
Yeah,
went
listen.
in to have the baby at Victoria Jubilee Hospital, correct?
Right. This decision was made for me. I had no choice. They just told me that the blood pressure was 200 and something over 140 something. Was deadly. Stroke level. I
And
went to the clinic in the morning, did the blood pressure test too high. The doctor made some calls at Jubilee, because she told me, so I can't stay here, I can't go back home.
how
She made
far
a couple of calls and
how far was your pregnancy?
6.5 months. Premature.
Premature. Okay. And then
Mhm.
you went to Victoria Jubilee Hospital and they told you because your pressure is so high.
Went upstairs because it was so high. And my eyes were dimming as well. Yeah. So,
Oh, now I
and
understand why you have the eye problems
yeah.
because your blood pressure went through the roof.
Yes. Again, people can research. It's called something called vascular exudation. Vascular exudation, or you could call it hypertensive retinopathy. I have torn retinas. Retinas are out of place, so the vision is blurry. So the pregnancy put a strain on my eyes, or the condition that I had in my pregnancy called preeclampsia. I was preeclamptic, caused me to have the eye condition. My body was in survival mode. Yeah, man, my body was in survival mode. I was trying to stay alive, but I couldn't keep on any longer.
And in
But the
all
thing
of
is,
that,
yes,
your baby,
mhm,
you did not see your baby at all. Now your husband did
I
not see
did
his
not
first child.
see. We don't know. Me, I say like a real Jamaican. We don't know what the fitness look like. Fitness look like. I have no idea
You
who my
know,
firstborn
you
is or
know,
how she look.
you know
But
something.
all I know is that I did. Yes, I did some. I don't point this out. I did some um ultrasounds, right? And it showed me how far along I was, and I saw her moving up and down. I see all of that. And she was fine. The baby was fine.
Uh-huh.
Amniotic fluid was adequate. Everything was fine. She was okay. But I was the one who was bearing everything.
Uh-huh.
I went to a point where I said, Jeffrey, even if I die, people say, Stephanie, that's so crazy. Don't say that. Even if I don't make it, at least she makes it. But people say, oh, she's going to live without her mother and all of that stuff. But I understand. They don't give us no form of humane treatment. As we come out of it, come out of my anesthesia, the doctor telling me that she have an ear pocket in her lungs and it burst. And that was it. The only way I got an idea of how she looked and who she was when some lady in pink, those women in pink,
Yes.
the assistants in the hospital, one of them must have carried her body and carried to the morgue. And she saw the baby. And my case was kind of unique because of my eyes and what happened to me. You understand? So they knew about my condition. They knew. Understand me? But the way I was treated, even though they knew, was something else entirely. And I say, no matter how much pay I get and how the hospital system is, you don't have the right to treat me that way. I'm a sick person. I'm ill. I lost my child. Everybody's having their babies beside me, and I'm lactating because I'm hearing babies screaming, and I can't look at mine. These are the emotional things. Nothing can replace that, Jeffrey.
If
Nothing
this
can
was,
replace that.
if this was in the United States or any other part of the world, when they're done with Victoria Jubilee Hospital, the hospital gone bankrupt.
Could I sue them? Why nothing can replace that, Jeffrey?
Oh my God.
Yes, it would have improved my quality of life. Would have improved my quality of life, yes, but there's something so close when you know that is your body that was growing this person. And in many times I was alone. I tell you something, nobody to talk to. Enough time I'm me one alone. I'm not ashamed to say that she was my little friend and I'm a belly. I kick up and I roll up and down and talk to her. I'm a first pregnancy. I've never had a pregnancy. I'm in my 30s and she is my first. And sometimes I think, well, why bother having another one? And I say, God, if you bless me with another child, fine. I'll take the mandate of being a parent and do the best I can.
My
But
God.
I know I'm not the only one that has been through this. You have many mothers, and I think we as mothers need to kind of come out and talk. And I've been talking from the other day. I've been building up the courage. Just talk. Doesn't matter. Just talk. Who cares about if anybody look at me a certain way? I went through something heartbreaking and I nearly died. And my child died because of it. And there are many like me. I did not know it was so common. It's almost genocide. I didn't know it was this common to have so many babies dying. I did not know.
And until now, you hear nothing from the leaders of this country. More than they put out some release. In
I never hear the part. You know what hurt me? It would hurt me, Jeffrey.
Yes, ma'am.
The fact that when the women were having their children and the babies were dying, because they kept saying that we have a lower birth rate and the babies were dying. They're actually telling the public that the mothers had bacteria on their body parts, their just say it raw, their labias and their outer parts of their vaginas. And I said that, oh, it's us that we did not carry the bacteria that had the bacteria.
But this is
Jeffrey?
Yes,
they're
I'm hearing
cutting
it.
us open they're cutting us open with surgical tools that was washed with the water with the E. coli and the fecal matter in it.
What?
It's a serious thing in this country. I don't understand them something here. I guess at the time when I did my surgery. Now listen, I guess at the time when I did my surgery, things were a little bit better than now. I don't know what has happened within the year or so now, year and a half now since I've had my surgery.
What I know for a fact.
Something has.
What I know, working in a hospital setting before, what I know, in the operating theater, you have to sterilize every piece of equipment before a next surgery can be done. You have 3 operating theater. When one surgery is done in this operating theater, they have to sterilize the operating theater, sterilize all the equipment. So what is going on? Is it that they are not sterilizing the equipment and they just wash it with water and carry on cutting another human being just like that?
I don't know, Jeffrey, because people are getting sick.
You
And I'm
lost.
telling you, Andre's program, that girl, I went to her night, Tyen Smith.
Yes.
It seems as if the environment that she had surgery in was not safe. And them cut her and them do what them a do, and it probably ruptured her bowel.
Hold
And
on there for me.
caused some
Hold on
other
there for me, my
problems
dear.
for
Hold on there
her.
for me, my dear. Hold on there for me. Whosoever you
Yes.
is, when name 6779, you do not know what it's like for a mother to go through and lost her baby. All right? So you don't come over here and tell me how to run this program and who to get on my program. Why don't you call Andrew Holness and ask him what is going on? With all due respect, Mr. Tavares, what you want to hear from the government to balance the mothers with the lies. So you're telling me all the mothers are lying?
But who is there to speak on our behalf, Jeffrey? And if we don't talk up your ear, so we don't say no, why are the mothers not speaking? So when CVM come up with a report and the government is coming out saying that you have babies dying, is a lie that too? At the hospital, they might tell lies? That making sense still?
Dear God in heaven.
I will not be triggered by anybody, because I know what I felt and I know what my reality is, and I'm feeling the effects of everything that I've been through.
Hold on for me,
And
miss.
even the loss of the child.
Hold on for me, my dear. Now you all know.
Mhm.
Now you all know that sometimes I understand them they tell lies and the mothers. But nobody believe the Andrew Holness administration anymore. Not even that donkey who get up and pray don't believe Andrew. So when the people who have been through it come out and speak of what they have been through, a full time we speak out in this country. Hear this lady who has been through it, she nearly lose her sight. And nothing has been done. 24 dead babies. Can the Prime Minister of this country hear the spirits of the 24 dead babies crying in the walls of Victoria Jubilee Hospital? Can he stay at Jamaica House and hear them crying?
You know what I hear to Jeffrey?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm hearing that when they take the bodies and discard the bodies, they put them somewhere in the garbage dump. I have dogs have access to the bodies.
I heard something like that before too, Lord Jesus, I stretch my hand to thee, O God. No other help we have but you, Father. If thou should draw thyself from we, Lord, where would we go? Mighty God of Daniel. No man, hold on for me, dal. Make my friend here prayer for us this morning here. People may call me political. I really don't care. Listen to this prayer here, please.
Eternal and sovereign God, we come before you today. The God of righteousness, the God of justice, the God of peace, we come today, oh God, in no other name but the name of Jesus Christ. We come, Lord, putting our Jamaica land we love in your hands. Almighty God, it is your word that says, if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then and only then you will hear from heaven and heal our land. And Almighty God, without a vision, the people perish. And so today, Lord, we come because Jamaica is weighed down under the weight of corruption. We're polluted, oh God, by cronyism and nepotism. But today, and sound the trumpet in Zion. Sound the alarm, oh God, that Jamaica will understand that you, oh God, cares for the people of this country.
My dear, you're still there with us?
I'm still here with you, Jeffrey. Still here with you.
You had your baby. Your baby was born premature. You
Yes.
did not see the child at one time or the other.
None.
You
whatsoever.
got sick
Just wake
because
up
of
out
that.
of the sleep.
Go ahead.
I just wake up out of the, and I said as I wake up out of the anesthesia, I see this doctor slumping over my bed with a phone in front of her. She just have her phone in front of her and she just slump over my bed and I tell me say, it's like she didn't really want to tell me, but she just had to tell me that the baby didn't make it and that was it. Never
And-
hear nothing more.
And nobody call
Nothing
your
more.
husband and say, come, make we show you the baby because the baby did not make it. And our condolence to you or whatever. Nobody.
Let me point to Jeffrey. Let me point this out. The men are shown no form of respect in the hospitals. The nurse them not show the father them no respect. When I say it real, I don't care if I'm so ignorant or uneducated, whatever what people might say. Them not show the father them no level of respect whatsoever. Baby daddy, husband, everybody, they don't see the process of mothers birthing children because many of them, the husbands are the boyfriends are baby fathers, are the spouses, are marital spouses. So because of that, they can't see the process of birth. They can't see it. Many men are robbed of the opportunity just to see what it is for a woman to just have a child. These are the discrepancies that we need. That's why you have so many emotional issues in this country. Them are destroyed from the spiritual level up. They're destroying us as a people.
You know?
Them something was supposed to sit down and talk about.
You know?
See, somebody saying in the comment section, they're not allowed. See, they're not allowed for real.
I know. You know something? When you have a government and a minister of tourism gonna say publicly that we are gonna promote dark tourism in this country. What is dark tourism? It came out of Edmund Bartlett's mouth. He said that they're gonna promote dark tourism where people can come and visit graves in Jamaica. Nobody can tell me, say Edmund Bartlett never say it. I have the video. It's on the other computer. This country is in serious problem. 24 babies died. Nothing you and I can do more than sympathize with these mothers who has been through it. Hear this young lady talking about it, that she has been through it. That is why right now she's having a serious eye problem. Not to mention other people have been through it. And until now you hear nothing.
And again to Jeffrey, the surgery itself caused more problems with the vision. The surgery in itself caused more complications.
Because they
So
did not
me
use
seeing like,
they did not use sterilized equipment.
all right, Jeffrey, I said this to you. My surgery, and I will be grateful eternally for the doctors to do this. They did their job, Jeffrey. And I
Yes.
will never criticize them and put them down for doing their jobs. They did their jobs. They put me back together properly. Canvas says a person, them are open your body. They put me back together properly. Minimal scar, just a flatline scar. Just like a script you get by your hand, barely there, and I'm put together back nicely. It just that I have complications after surgery, and it just hurts. Standing hurts, staying up too long hurts. I can't I don't have the stamina like I used to. Yes, physically you're not going to be the same after the surgery. You understand? You're not going to have the same stamina you used to. You're not going to be the person you used to be before. Obviously, I'm not naive. But they did the best they could. I did not have any infections. I had no complications of the sort. It sealed itself back up. I healed properly. I'm glad, thank the Lord Jesus for that he closed up back. Understand me? But one to the other mothers that did not get the opportunity. Because the lady who was at the doctor clinic knew some people, and she called some of the doctor, then was she and she told them my issue, and I was in a dire state. Very delicate at the time. And I am somebody who easily gets sick long before. But I am in a lot of ways now, Jeffrey, I am now reduced to a certain level. But at least I'm still alive and I have my strength. See? But what about these other mothers who have not made it, who have had serious complications? Are you womb that, that's the center of your being, when somebody cut you open, and pain from there so alone. And we need to have some level of sensitivity and sensitization. We understand what these women are facing. We can't just talk about party and JLP and PNP. Talk about the people need help. The people are in situations that they can't even survive, but them still get up with a heart a beating at them chest every day. And I'm so happy that these things are coming out now. I thought I won't even get the chance to tell my story. I mean, I can barely see properly, and it's up in my little world. And nobody no business with me. You have to talk, you have to come out and speak. And I encourage every other mother out there who has been through my situation. Anybody who has been through preeclampsia and have any type of eclamptic condition, please come out and talk. Speak about this condition to preeclampsia. Let everybody know what it is and know what women go through in their pregnancies, and knowing that it's not your age that causes it to have it. It's just a biological issue. It just happens, and there's no real explanation for it.
Caller. Caller, let me say something to you. I remember working in the Cayman Islands, and one of our staff members at the front office, I will never forget this. As long as I live, I will never, ever forget this. Her name was, not calling, but her name starts with D. And I remember when D took in, to have baby and so forth, and the cramps are coming down. She never wanted to see her boyfriend, none at all, None at all she see her boyfriend. I went into her room just to say hello to her. My Lord have mercy, help me. She hang on by my hand. You think a man strong? When a woman is in labor and she feeling her cramps. Is it what they call it? Contraction?
Contraction.
Yes. When she hold on my hand, is it? Father divine, help me. I don't want to see him, Jeffrey. I can come inside here. And she hold on my hand, And I'm trying to let go from her.
Right.
And she, but hold on there for me. Hold on there for me. Way before that.
Yes.
When she was pregnant, when she got pregnant and everything, and she was in the office with her tummy. So I see her rubbing her back. I'm like saying, D, what happened to you? She was like, Jeffrey, the baby kicking. I remember one time she said, hold this, put her hand here so you can feel the baby kicking. So a woman have a band with her child from in her womb. So when you have these people, dear God Almighty in heaven, help me. Help me, Lord. Help me.
This country, your people complain all the time as to certain things. Believe them. Yes, do your investigation and find out the truth for yourself. Yes. But me I tell you, when people go through things and then tell them to leave them, because majority of the time I saw it go. Jamaica, no one nice place.
my
And I'm
God.
telling you,
Mm-mm.
Jeffrey, it's like we're gone to the and on top of it, you have some men who don't ever understand what women go through. They have no respect whatsoever for females. Them heartless towards women them to sometimes. I'm gonna be real. I'm not say all Jamaican men are bad, but you have some of these men, especially these young men, them come like animal.
Mm.
You have some. I saw this thing. I don't know who I encountered it on Instagram this morning. This woman just had a C-section, emergency C-section, mind you, just like me. And like 5 days after she did her surgery, her husband was asking for sex from her.
Mm-mm.
I said, no, the woman just have the surgery. And you want sex, and then I threaten her, say, yeah, you're going to look somebody and say, you're not going to want her. Mind you, this is her husband. And he literally sexually assaulted her.
What?
And now she has to end up doing another surgery to repair the damage. So you hear me out, I tell you, Jeffrey, even then you have to be careful of who you have around you. Who are the people you have in your life that is there? Remember, nobody can touch you them time they are healed. They are trying to get better and it hurts so bad. It's stretching alone because the doctors have done some kind of mini cosmetic surgery to put you back together to make sure that the bikini area is a bikini line cut. I'm so grateful I did not. Here I got cut from. And them have to
Jesus.
set you back properly so you look like a female. I have a man who's supposed to be there for you, take care of you, watch you heal. You're supposed to be bonding with your child because the bonding process has to be taking place. You have to be feeding, you have to be a mother essentially while
Yes.
you're going through what you're going through. And you're bleeding. This is something again, you see when you're bleeding and you're going through that C-section and you're bleeding, nobody understands that pain that comes when you're bleeding. And you have the C-section going on, a heel. You feel every chop, you feel every slice. And to this very day, I still have not recovered fully from that type of sensation. It's not as bad as it was before. Me, I tell you, it's bad. But I still have certain level and certain amount of pain. I have certain levels of pain, degrees of pain. And it still kind of exists. So, hey, you have to be careful of who you have around you. Who is there to care for you? Ladies, I have so much respect for you, all of us together who have been through what we have been through and having children. Having a child can kill you from the get-go. Being pregnant alone can kill you. You did not have to make the choice to have a child, but you allowed yourself to become pregnant and you decided that you wanted it. You opened yourself up to it. And I respect every one of us. The government does not show its citizens any form of respect. There's no restitution for us. We get nothing. Sometimes I say, boy, I wouldn't mind him because I sue the government too.
You can sue
But
them,
that not bring back my baby. Me not get back my baby with my baby there. Me not gonna get her back.
Mm.
Me not gonna get back the flesh and blood person. Her heart did a beat, her little bone them did a grow and her body that develop. Me not get back my little baby. Yes, justice should be, you must get some level of justice. Yes, I understand that. And I will, if I can go through that process and I can manage, and I can do that to help myself and make my health a little bit better, give my baby some justice, fine. I don't have a problem doing that. Anybody can help me with that, and I can go do it. I make me talk to some people. If it's even to just bring awareness to the thing, boy, I will. Sometimes I feel scared because I see Jamaica run and them at the you talk the truth and you fly open your mouth, it's like them want to kill you. But yeah, you realize that this country, man, if you don't have a strong backbone here, you don't know where you go. Sometimes you must be ashamed to tell the truth and tell the truth. But people, we need to stand with the solidarity with our mothers.
You know,
And we need
and one more thing that we need to find out too, you know. We need to find out, since this government took office, how many babies have been died? How many babies died? We need to find that out, you know. Because what I'm getting in my thing here, I have to figure out something before I say it to the public. Something Andre Stevens is getting some very good information. Very good and credible information Andre getting. I am getting something here that I have to find out before I say anything more. But the question that we must ask this morning as Jamaicans, and ask the Prime Minister of this country, are you hearing the dead babies now, Mr. Holness? This mother is online with us. She has been through it. She lost her baby, and not even her husband or herself could never say goodbye to the baby. How humane can we get in this country?
Oh.
You're telling me, and you hear nothing from the Speaker of the House of Representatives? You hear nothing from the lady, the First Lady of Jamaica, the Governor General's wife? You hear nothing from none of the female parliamentarians in this country?
Jeffrey, I can say this. I have never seen that woman actually advocate for anything when it comes to the
female.
The women in general.
Yes.
I have never seen her do anything. Anybody can tell me what kind of advocacy she has ever done for women and children in this country? Somebody come in the comments and tell me if they ever actually are called the program and tell me if the Speaker of the House of Jamaica has ever actually done anything for young people and women in general. She's the most, I don't know what to call her. She's just in a position and that's it. She's like a manager for an establishment and she's the hierarchy, the head of the hierarchy, and everybody else is beneath her. And she's ruling us. She's the ruler and she's ruling everybody and looking down on us. That's what it feels like. We don't know her. We don't know who Juliet Holness is.
Mm.
We have absolutely no idea who this person is. And we have them representing us and then we're going to talk about shower.
Where is the gender minister? Olivia Babsy Grange have a daughter, she said, who lives in Canada. You hear nothing from Babsy Grange. You hear nothing from the umbrella group of churches who's led by a woman. You hear nothing, absolutely nothing from these people in this country. An election is around the corner, and these are the people that Jamaicans are going to jump up for. It's not the first time babies die in this country. And we hear nothing from political leaders in this country. Not the first time. You believe it was if it was some other modern democracy, you know, from Negril Point to Moran Point, have people on the road, you know. But we in this country, we do not come together as a people. We're as divided as the parliament and as the politics of this country. And until we can come together and feel another woman's pain, feel another man's pain, and say, yes, we may not be blood brothers and sisters, but we are one Jamaicans, and come together Not a word. 24 babies died in this country from June 1st until this day. And you hear nothing. Not one single word.
Jeffrey, this is the last thing I have to say.
Go ahead, my dear.
I think there is an intent to silence us. Like, I don't hear anybody talking. Look how many. There's so many. There's so many.
Under Portia Simpson Miller.
And I don't hear.
Under Portia Simpson Miller. Under Portia Simpson Miller. Dr. Fenton Ferguson resigned. Will we see Dr. Christopher Tufton resign? And I believe that the Jamaican diaspora should call on him to resign. Go ahead for me, darling.
I don't think we'll ever see anything like that. They'll find excuses for it. They'll try to gaslight somehow and try to deflect and reverse the thing on somebody else and try some kind of mockery of the people as always. But we are just pawns in a game, and as the Prime Minister says, he's playing a chess game. And if you speak out like how I speak out, they're going to try to politicize it and make it look like you're on some side and you're affiliated with somebody because you're speaking up for yourself.
My God.
This is how divisive we have become. Nobody cares about the truth anymore and what's right and what's real. They rather they lie and they pretend like everything is fine, and because it's not my problem, I don't care kind of life. You know, it does make a mockery of the person who's telling the truth. That's why I say we are God. There is no God in it. You don't see no real true leaders. I don't want to. I'm going to say this, and this is what I'm going to say about this man. I don't want no prime minister that has so much scandals and he has no respect for his own wife. And he lives the way he lives. I have to go that personal. He has no moral standing. He could care less about the people. He's not a leader. You can't have a country like this and sweat around. You know, nobody represent the people. So the country does the autopilot. You decide to close parliament, shut down proceedings of parliament, everybody gone home for the summer holiday because you don't want some integrity commission report to come out. So you said that you wait till next week, you'll close it this week. It's a show, it's like a puppy show. Everything is just a drama thing every day. I have something to talk about every day. And it's sickening. A democratic state where we have a functioning democracy, where we see things are run smoothly. It might not be perfect, but at least you can live, you can survive. The government should be taking care of its citizens as the mandate of the government. That's why they receive taxes from the citizens down to the this ice cement you buy in the shop, you pay tax for it in Jamaica. There's taxes on everything, taxes on raw food when you cook it. Yeah, pay tax for it in Jamaica. The country is not broke. Them are broke way, them are rob way.
My God.
Most of the public sector worker, them not getting no money. The police not get them right amount of pay. Which doctor in any healthcare system I get 30,000 Jamaican dollar for the month. And almost $4.5 million for study for be a doctor and neurosurgeon. Are you? Hey. Jeffrey, there's so much going on in this one little country. We have become the mockery of the
At one
Caribbean were a
point,
joke.
at
Yeah, the
one
leaders. Yes.
at one point, Jamaica was the envy of the Caribbean. I said it before on this program here, you know. And people may think that Jeffrey is being political. If the People's National Party should gain power in this country, whenever he calls the election, the PNP have a lot of work to do. And whosoever Mark Golding give as Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade has to tie diplomatical rem around the Caribbean. In other words, that Minister of Health, that Minister of Foreign Affairs has to go to every single Caribbean country and mend the divide that this Holness administration has divided Jamaica from the from the Caribbean. And anybody who
The
become
press of good exactly what should they do? Globetrot. And when she that Globetrot, them say she has spending much money for traveling.
and anybody who Mark Golding assigned as the ambassador to the United States has to mend Jamaica's diplomatical tie around the world. Because this Holness administration, with this minister, Father help us, Lord. Anyway, my dear, thanks for calling in.
Yes, Jeffrey. Thank you for listening again. Thank you to everyone again.
And my deepest condolence to you, my dear, on the behalf of my family and the Mek Wi Talk family. My deepest condolence to you, and keep in contact with me. It is my pleasure to see what I have done to help you and the members, the students on this platform here. We appreciate you, and we're asking God in His mercies to keep your sight, that you don't lose your sight. All right?
Thank you, Jeffrey.
You're welcome, my dear. Have a great afternoon. We will talk.
You too, Jeffrey. Yes, Jeffrey.
My God. You know, I came on this platform sometime last year into this year, and I sang this song. I sing this song. And people said to me, Jeffrey, you can't sing. Whenever I start singing, my wife keep on telling me don't do it. It's an old song that says, what an old situation, weeping and wailing. Marcus Garvey once said, you know, that somebody held down road is gonna roll down Duke Street or King Street. I know it's not mine. I know it's not my good friend Wilfred Rattigan's own. In which democracy? In 1 month, 24 innocent life has been stashed away, and you hear nothing. At least CVM has been doing some investigative journalism work. At least, and I will say this publicly, and I consider him to be a friend, Andre Stevenson, sometime last month, I think, or the month before, he came out with it. At least the late Will Mutty Perkins journalism investigation work is not going in vain. We, the people, must take a stand in this country. I'm waiting the arrival of my good friend Headboy. We, the people, must take a stand in this country. And it's full time, my fellow Jamaicans, it is full time we stop this PNP and this JLP and this and this that, and think about this piece of rock. You believe that this was if this happened in a different country, you believe the people will be so silent? No, I am not suggesting anything. Don't get me wrong. I am not suggesting one single thing. All I'm saying, we are too silent on issues in this country. We're too silent on issues in this country. And the Jamaican diaspora, and I don't care who no want to talk to me when me done, we're a bunch of hypocrites. The Jamaican diaspora from Canada to the United States, to England, to wherever, we're a bunch of hypocrites. How many more babies must die in this country? The Jamaican diaspora will be silent. And when these people come up there with their hands and gloves them, and they're going to kiss them up, you know, I have to take picture with the Prime Minister, you know. I went to that forum, and people say I must stop talking about it because I never asked the right question. I'm telling you something. We must be wise. When I went to that room, and I saw the crowd in the room, and all they can hear, third term, third term, third term. Be very careful. You don't know who is in the midst. 24 babies murdered in this country. And sometime now coming up, members of the Jamaican diaspora will be going to Orlando to sit down and have dinner with a prime minister with 28 bank account, 28 dead babies on his watch, $3 trillion unaccountable for in this country. And you hear nothing. In the United States, if this happened, head would be rolling long time. You'd have a press conference. But in Jamaica, we, the Jamaican people, are nothing. And until we can understand that we're nothing to these politicians, and until we can come together as a people and demand accountability, demand that we must have a government of the people, for the people, and by the people, and a government of the favorite few. And they're coming to ask the Jamaican people for a third term. How long are we going to continue like this in this country? How long are we going to continue like this in this country? From 1962 until now, we have been doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over again, and getting the same results. When are we going to stand up and try something different in this country? $214 in the period of times. Huh? When are we going to stand up and say to them, you know why these people are doing this to us? You know why these people are doing this to us? Because we allow them to do it. We, the Jamaican people, allow these people to do it. Because all we think about is our party. And I will not stop saying this until we think about this country, this piece of rock in the Caribbean Sea. Until we, as Jamaicans, whether we're in the diaspora, yes or no, think about Jamaica as Jamaica. I'm being told that one of Jamaica's billionaire who lives in the United States, or millionaire, is hosting a dinner for the Prime Minister. Hosting a dinner for the Prime Minister somewhere in Orlando. And some Jamaicans in the diaspora who can't afford it not go there now. Because they want to take picture with the Prime Minister, put it on the wall. You go to the house. Oh yes, so take picture with the Prime Minister, you know. While this country is spiraling out of control, this country is becoming a banana republic. And if we, the people, don't do something, That is why I keep on saying to the people on this platform, go over to change.org and sign that magnificent petition. Sign that magnificent petition. We're in serious, serious problem in this country. Some serious problems. This Prime Minister, when he was in opposition, this is what he said.
A fiery speech from the opposition leader during a rally centred on one main theme, with which the JLP hopes to convince the electorate of the current administration's underperformance ahead of the impending general elections.
This government does not hear about your health. I hear the spirit of a little baby crying, saying, why didn't the people keep the Labour Party government in? If the Labour Party government was in, I would still be alive. I hear the spirit of the 18 babies that have died because of the incompetence of this government.
Unlike Prime Minister Portia Simpson-Miller, who has remained silent on the recent tragedy surrounding the death of 18 babies due to bacterial infection, Holness didn't hold back his thoughts.
She spent over 20 minutes in her speech. I talk about how she going to lock up man. Going past tougher laws to protect the children of this nation. 18 babies have died. She don't need to pass no law. She don't need to lock up anybody to demonstrate her real care and concern for the children of this nation. All she needs to do is to fire the Minister of Health.
Are you going to fire Christopher Tufton? Listen to some more of this.
This government does not hear about your health. I hear the spirit of a little baby crying, saying, why didn't the people keep the Labour Party government in? If the Labour Party government was in, I would still be alive. I hear the spirit of the 18 babies that have died because of the incompetence of this government. 18 babies have died. She don't need to pass no law. She don't need to lock up anybody to demonstrate her real care and concern for the children of this nation. All she needs to do is to fire the Minister of Health.
We have a call online. One moment, call. Go ahead, caller. You're welcome. Go ahead.
Yes, good afternoon, Jeffrey, and good. The buck stop with Andrew Holness and Jeffrey. And the buck stop with Andrew Holness because everybody put to Andrew Holness. And when you have cases like that, and the Prime Minister must have the information. And when you see
hold on for me. You're breaking up a while ago. Repeat what you said. The buck stop with Andrew Holness and what?
The buck stop with Andrew Holness. Because everybody report to Andrew Holness. And when you see we have a Prime Minister, Jeffrey, who refused to act, then you know we in a dark day, Jeffrey. And it's not, no, it's 22.
24.
A couple years ago, it was 24.
No, today is 24. A couple years ago, it was 18.
No, 18 under the PNP.
Right.
But there was 20-something under Tufton before again. When the dog was eating the dead.
Yes, true, yes.
And there have been more. And there have been more mothers. And we haven't seen the Prime Minister not once fire anybody. Anything that affects the Jamaican people, we barely hear the Prime Minister talk about it. We, the people, should realize that we are led by a man who only says things to campaign. He hasn't acted on any of the promises that he has promised the people of Jamaica. Look, man, when you see the DPP can go to court and drop another case, we don't have to look far.
You know,
we don't have to look far, Jeffrey.
You know something, sir? If Andrew don't fire Tufton, you know, I pray and hope the Jamaican people fire Andrew Holness and Tufton at the polls.
Jeffrey, Andrew Holness fire Tufton has repeated to death. So if we wait until election for the people to fire them for death, Holness and Tufton watch, and then you know what? There is no justice for people.
You're breaking up. Hold on for me. Hold on for me. You're breaking up. You're going in and out. I don't know what's going on with your connection. You're going in and out. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, you hear me now?
Yes, go ahead now.
Yeah, I'm saying when Holness keep Tufton, it's just having more debt and more debt, Jeffrey. We need help, Jeffrey.
So I'm gonna ask you a question. Who no think no help with?
Jeffrey, the people should help themselves.
Thank you.
Let me tell you something. You have less approval for demonstration under the Jamaica Labour Party.
Let me ask you something. Hold on there for me. Hold on there for me. You hold on there for me. I'm going to a scenario or something right now. Don't they a crowd of people, who people went out in front of Shamshab Square, Hero Circle, did they demonstrate on the 2nd of June?
Yes, Jeffrey.
Okay. Don't they went into Old Harbour and do the same thing?
Okay, but you see what's the common factor here, Jeffrey? The common factor is that those demonstrations was led by the People's National Party.
Let me ask you a question again. Jamaicans for Justice went out into halfway tree to demonstrate against what is going on in this country. How many Jamaicans were out there?
Jeffrey, not a lot.
All right, hold on there for me. My good friend Rosalie Hamilton, along with my other good friend Jerry Bongo Small, when the 300% increase of the parliamentarian salary, they were out there at National Hero Circle. How many Jamaicans were out there with them?
Not many, Jeffrey.
All right. So don't come tell me that they're not give them no permit for demonstrate. They had the opportunity to go out there and demonstrate, and they did not go out there.
And I you, Jeffrey, but I want to tell you something. The Jamaican people are living in so much fear, Jeffrey.
Living in so much what?
Fear. Because Jeffrey, when they have police march antagonizing the people, Jeffrey, under the direction of the Prime Minister.
It's not the direction of the Prime Minister. It's not the direction of the Prime Minister. The people allow this to happen. You see, I'm not thinking of anybody, you know. Don't get me wrong, I'm thinking of anybody. But tell me something. The Jamaicans for Justice went out into halfway tree to demonstrate against what the police is going on in this country. Extrajudicial killing in this country. How many Jamaicans go out there? Yet they come on my program, they go on other program, and they ball how they kill them pitney. They have the opportune time to go out there to send a clear message. Did they go out there? They did not. So many times, my friend, the fault is with us, the people. We sit down and accept it and don't want to do nothing.
Jeffrey, I'm not going to disagree with you, Jeffrey. But I want to tell you, Jeffrey, if you run a survey on the amount of people in Jamaica who can tell you that when they see people talk out against this government, and those people who speak out are alleged to be unalive because they say they are taking political sides, Jeffrey. We're in trouble, Jeffrey. We're in trouble.
I tell you something.
And just like the lady who is the mother, tell you, Jeffrey, she told you plain and straight that she knows people who have been alive for the same thing, Jeffrey. So I sympathize with the people sometimes, Jeffrey, because the people's voice has been taken, their rights have been trampled on, and the man who is in charge to lead the country is the main culprit.
He's a modern day dictator.
He's the main culprit against the people. This man is Netanyahu 2.0, Jeffrey.
Repeat what you said a while ago, sir.
This man is Netanyahu 2.0.
And for those who don't
Netanyahu
and for those who don't know who Netanyahu is, he's a prime minister for Israel. Go ahead for me, sir.
Netanyahu took the justice system to court in his country, trying to change the laws because he's facing prison term. It's the same thing Andrew Holness is doing. That's my 2 cents, my brother.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you. We're supposed to have head boy, and I don't know what's going on when I have him. What a woo situation. What a woo. Good morning. Welcome to the Mek Wi Talk program. You're live. Good afternoon. Hello. Good afternoon. Hello.
So, Jeffrey.
Yes. Good afternoon, sir. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you doing?
I'm here looking and living, sir.
Listen, Sir Jeffrey. I am listening to that lady, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Regarding the her C-section and what take place with her.
Yes, sir.
Listen, Jeffrey, I feel it too. I feel it. I am in England here, Jeffrey, and I can tell you, I get 6 kids, Jeffrey, yeah, and I got a step daughter for myself, yeah, different from my personal 6, and all of them is C-section. My wife that I'm living with now, she have 5 C-section, Jeffrey. So I can tell you, I know it, I feel it.
My mama, yeah. My mama, me mo. Hold on for me, sir. Hold on for me. Don't you trouble Zion. Don't you trouble Zion. Andrew Holness. If you read your Bible, Andrew Holness, go and read St. Matthew 5. Prime Minister Michael Andrew Holness. If you read the Holy Bible, sir, go and read St. Matthew 5. I do not know why I'm telling you to do it, but go and read it. Go and read St. Matthew 5, Prime Minister Holness. No. Something is about to happen in this country. Andrew Michael Holness. You see how much warning the people of this country have been giving you? Andrew Michael Holness. You see how much warning people have been giving you about how you're treating poor people in this country. You know what it's true, sir? Continue with the conversation, because if I start this morning, I go down. Quiet for me, sir.
Yes, Sir Jeffrey. So back to the young lady who was on the line. just now where she her C-section. Why didn't they make her baby father, her husband, go in with her to comfort her? Because all of my kids and where I've got is C-section. And I tell you, Jeffrey, I was there. The only one I haven't been there for his birth is when he's in Jamaica. It's same place in Jamaica there. All of my kids are in England. I'm there comforting my wife at in the theater. I am in the theater as my kids them born. The first thing they show me the child first. Me see the child first.
What I know for a fact, sir.
You understand?
Hold on for me, sir.
The same.
What I know for a fact, sir. The administration, the administrations them in the hospital, they are to be blamed. The administrators in the hospital, they are the one who deny people from seeing who they're supposed to see.
Simple as that.
And there's no report, and there is no report going to the higher heads. Go ahead for me, sir.
Simple. All right. So Jeffrey, you know the lady, because she was have high blood pressure. So she was coming on with preeclampsia, yeah?
Right.
No, that's the same thing. That's the same thing my first wife had. Because I am, I have to leave from camp because I was in the army. So I have to rush from camp and rush to the hospital. And they have to wait for a long time because our blood pressure was so high. They couldn't take the baby. They have to wait. When they do take the baby, Jeffrey, all they do, they say it's a girl and run with the baby. My baby weighed 3 pounds. 3 pounds she weighed. So then just run with the baby and carry the baby got incubator. So I can't understand. And I was at the incubator day upon top of day, every day, every single day I come. I'm at that incubator watching my little baby. So I don't know. I don't think that lady baby was dead. Trust me, Jeffrey. I think they take away that baby and give it to some rich people looking after that woman baby right now.
I don't think so. No. Well, I don't know, but they Lord Jesus Christ Almighty, God look down from heaven. I don't know what going on.
Jeffrey, if they don't give her a death certificate for the baby, if then and she didn't see the baby, and something not add up, Jeffrey.
Mama me,
something don't add up.
Mama me mo.
Something don't add up, man, and it don't look right. It don't look right, and that's the reason why. Andrew Holness and him government them come in and say, if you don't married, you cannot go into the hospital with your wife. You go have because that's the reason why now. That put the distance between the baby father and the baby mother them a Jamaican. You don't say the baby father them not to them kids. Them not get that band there. Them don't get the band.
What I want to know though. Who is the government of Jamaica to be telling people to get married? The Bible says must get married before sex, yes. I agree with the Bible. But the fact of the matter is, if two people have consensual relationship and they want to have babies and having that child go to a hospital, how dare the hospital to tell them that they can't come because they're not married?
That's what I'm saying, Jeffrey.
Are we living into a totalitarian country? Are we living in a country that's ruled by a ruthless dictator?
Exactly. And when because that's where the band come from, just like what the lady said, I know it for myself because when my wife I'm pregnant, me bond with my kids them from the kids them that are belly. So if you don't bond with them from then, you're not going to have it. And imagine a father if you go in a hospital, go be there for him wife when she have a baby. Because we as man cannot pay a woman to bring her. The baby in a brother. And if we can go there go support, we have to give the biggest support right there. So when she in a labor or when she got them do a C-section or have her baby, we're supposed to do it for the ladies, them brother. And if we can't do it for them, if the government of Jamaica go prevent us from being there, that thing to them I tell us you have to stay far from your child.
When I was living in the Cayman Islands and working at the Christy Tomlinson Memorial Hospital, I remember when on maternity ward, you come in to have your baby. The way how the Christy Tomlinson Hospital is set up, the father can spend the night with you, overnight with you, or as long as my memory serves me correctly, you're in labor for. Father is there in a recliner chair. Or would we give him a
Simple.
blanket, or we give him a blanket, or he bring his own blanket, and is there video in? Sometimes they may allow him to go into the operating theater, but they put on his scrub or whatever. Another time they don't allow him to go into the operating theater, but as the baby come through the door to go into the maternity ward, the father is there with his video camera. Jamaica. I put on my glasses like somebody. Jamaica. Talking to the people of this country now and Jamaicans in the diaspora, especially Jamaicans in the diaspora. Stop on hypocrisy. Jamaicans in the diaspora, stop on hypocrisy and save this piece of rock. Jamaicans who live in Jamaica, wake up. Wake up and smell the Blue Mountain coffee. Because if you don't wake up in this country, may God help Jamaica. Go ahead, sir. 2 more minutes.
Yes, Jeffrey, we need to wake up for real, for truth. We need to wake up because, as I said before, all of my kids, Jeffrey, I'm in theater. I put on scrub and I go in theater. I'm in England here and I put scrub on and I go in theater and I'm there for when the birth and everything. When after she give birth, we get a room, Jeffrey. I'm laying down, as I said, in the recliner chair. All anything, right. I'm there for her. So I can't understand. And the lady baby died and they don't move her and put her to a single room where she can be by herself. She put her with there is a woman them with their baby crying. That should be that's supposed to be a traumatized thing for that woman as well. To know that she lose her baby, as with them say, and then put her with the other woman and them with their baby crying. When that woman hear those baby crying, what they think they're doing to that woman? They need to pull up them socks, Jeffrey. They need to pull up them socks.
All right, sir.
All right, so Jeffrey, thanks for taking my call.
Yeah,
and
man.
Keep doing what you guys doing, because trust me, you guys is being the voice for the voiceless down there. So I'm asking you to continue to keep the fire blazing. If we don't keep it blazing, Jeffrey, nothing will happen.
Thank you, my friend.
Blessings, heart and love.
Heart and love, brother. Before I take another call and make a call I'm supposed to make to justice, the number to call is 954-529-8030. But let me say something to you. People may take me slightly and say something wrong with Jeffrey. Nothing wrong with me. You see me sit down here, sir? Sometimes you hear a small voice speaking to you. Aye, Jesus. Aye, Jesus. What a woe situation. What a woe. Weeping and wailing, lightning and thunder. What a woe. What a woe situation. What a woe. Weeping and wailing, lightning and thunder, what a woe. He said, don't you trouble Zion. Make a call back the person here. Mama. Aye, Jesus. Aye. Morning, Justice, you're live. Go ahead, sir.
Hey, how you doing, my brother?
I am here live and here about the 24 babies that died.
I did, and every time I hear of instances like this, it just tears my heart out of my chest over and over again. Jeffrey, I'm not sure if I shared this with you before, but I lost a wife and a child.
Oh, Lord.
At the University Hospital.
In Jamaica?
In Jamaica. She was 7 months pregnant. As a matter of fact, July 1st is going to be the anniversary of her death. She was 7 months pregnant when she died. And, you know, every time July comes around, right, this is going to be 16 years. And every time July comes around, It's like I can remember the whole ordeal over and over again. And to hear this now, at this point, I'm telling you, it's having a serious effect on me. The system in Jamaica is broken and it needs to be fixed. It has to be fixed. And they treat people as though we are nothing. You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
Jamaica has to be rescued, as you said, and the system needs to be fixed. You know, and I just want to say to any of those mothers who are listening to your program or the fathers, I just want to say that my prayers are with you. It's going to be a hard road to walk and to recover this lot. But rest assured that the day is coming when every man will have to answer for his deed. Hold the faith. And those who sit in the places where they believe that they are high and mighty and that they are above the law, they're above scrutiny, they must know that their day will come. And Jeffrey, this is all I'm going to say because my heart is bleeding. It's bleeding for this nation. It's bleeding for the suffering and the pain that the people of Jamaica are subjected to, emotionally, physically, financially. We are being afflicted from all angles. But every dog have him day, and every puss have him what?
4 o'clock.
All right. God bless you, my brother. Keep on championing for the poor.
Thank you very much, Justice. Thank you for calling in, sir. Ay, Jesus. I wonder if I can get a hold of Conrad O'Brien to take his take on it. Don't know where he is. Let me see if I can get a hold of him. Conrad?
Hello?
Morning, Conrad. I know you may be busy. But can I get a comment on you about the 24 dead babies? You're live on air.
Hi, good morning, Jeffrey. How are you doing?
I am here, my friend.
Well, morning to your viewers. The fact is that this is another in the series of, really poor health service coming out of the Ministry of Health led by Christopher Tufton. And certainly what we're seeing, we're looking at some cumulative numbers over the last few months, where when you add them, it's about 200, roughly 200 babies may have died within the last 14 months or so. And the point about it is that we have not been getting regular updates on these numbers. Obviously, the ministry have something to hide, but one can understand why the Ministry of Health, led by Christopher Tufton and under this Holness administration, would be hiding these things, especially when it comes to our babies being dead, right? Because one can remember what they did to Portia Simpson-Miller and her then Minister of Health, Dr. Fenton Ferguson, when you had a much less number of babies died, and Andrew Holness said he was hearing those babies crying. So the problem now is that it seems as if Holness have gone deaf. And remember that he demand for Portia Simsimila to fire Dr. Fenton Ferguson.
Mm-hmm.
And indeed, Fenton Ferguson lost his job because Portia was a prime minister that believed she has a threshold, a high threshold. And the Labour Party at the time in opposition were able to get a number of people on their side, including the media and civil society. It would be interesting to see what the media will do this time around. And that is the level of unfairness that we have from some commentators within the public sphere, not just in media, but in other areas.
Yeah.
And we, the Jamaican people, we must hit hard against that, because if we are running a country and we are dealing with fair play, then whatever is good for the goose is good for the gander. And when you hear Holness out there most vulgar, saying that he heard the baby crying, and had it been, the babies were saying that why you didn't have the Jamaica Labour Party in government. I wonder what these babies are saying to Holness now, or he breaks stick and stuck in his ears. So he's not hearing.
Conrad, I know you're busy, but hold on for me. I want to play the clipping of it. Everybody hear what you're talking about. Hold on for me, Conrad, please. I play this thing here to hear this man talking.
This government does not hear about your health. I hear the spirit of a little baby crying, saying, why didn't the people keep the Labour Party government in? If the Labour Party government was in, I would still be alive. I hear the spirit of the 18 babies that have died because of the incompetent of this government. 18 babies have died. She don't need to pass the law. She don't need to lock up anybody to demonstrate her real care and concern for the children of this nation. All she needs to do is to fire the Minister of Health.
Conrad, go ahead for me.
Yeah, I think they we don't have to go much further in looking at anything. The Prime Minister just need to take his own advice. And you see, this is the reason why Andrew Holness' credibility has waned so thin. And not even the ordinary Joe in the street seems to have any respect for the Prime Minister anymore. Because the Prime Minister have basically dug a hole so deep for himself and continue to dig. We should have heard from the Prime Minister from yesterday evening saying, Tufton, I need your resignation letter on my desk. And failing to do so, the Prime Minister should basically announce to the Jamaican public that Chris Tufton has been summarily moved from the Ministry of Health and Wellness as Minister of Health for this country. So those are the things. But when you look at it, Jeffrey, when you look at it, the Prime Minister himself is so mired in all sorts of things. Remember, that we have a Prime Minister, the first in the history of Jamaica, who is indeed under criminal investigation for allegation of illicit enrichment. And from all accounts, when you get there, you should not be offering yourself for re-election. And I dare say that I am positing a view on I'm saying that I don't think the Prime Minister is qualified to be back on the ballot going into the next general election. There's also something here quickly, Jeffrey, as I leave, because I must tell you the truth. The reason why I'm on now is because of you and me have the greatest regard and respect for, because I'm in the middle of something, but nonetheless, and of course the people of Jamaica and the viewers. So, you know, I think it's sometimes you have to just basically, you know, you have a duty to carry out, and your people depend on you. So, thank God He has blessed us with the talent and so on that we can share in this space. So, Jeffrey, the truth is that yesterday, a communique was published from the IC where they sent a rapporteur, the letter to the Parliament, where Parliament signed off on it after one yesterday, right? And that report, one would expect it to be delivered to the Jamaican people ASAP. But here what happened? The government knew this was coming. Obviously, they knew it was coming. So what happened? The Parliament was supposed to go on recess sometime next month.
Yes.
You know what they did, Jeffrey? They basically announced that the Parliament will go on recess as of next week, because what happened? They don't want to table the IC report. But I'm going to ask the question as I've asked elsewhere this morning. A media house that prides itself as an entity for breaking news, they are known to have things as it relates to anything to do with any arm of government or any agency or so on. Push under their door and they get a special you know, heads up on it. What would one would ask the question? Or they have this report in hand, and could we expect to get some leak from them? Because this is the report since the Parliament decided that they are going on recess. The government decided that they would put the Parliament on recess. This is where you need to not in time when the Parliament is open, so the government is supposed to table the report there. But at a time when the Parliament is on recess, it would be instructive for them to get some kind of insight and give us some breaking story on this. Don't you think, Jeffrey?
Yes, indeed, because if it, as I always say to Mr. O'Brien, in any other modern democracy, you know, there'll be a press conference from yesterday into this morning from the Ministry of Health. But you hear nothing from these people. And you're correct. The Prime Minister of this country should call for the resignation of the Minister of Health. Or simply say to him, you're fired.
Absolutely, and I'm also lending my voice. I mentioned it this morning as well. I'm also lending my voice, Jeffrey, that I think that the PNP should have a press conference as well. I thought they would have had a press conference very early this morning, but maybe they are doing the, you know, crossing all the T's and dotting all the I's,
I know,
you know, to ensure.
The PNP has sent out a press release via the opposition spokesperson, Health Dr. Alfred Dawes. Have you seen it?
Yes, they have.
Okay.
Yes, they have. Yeah, man. I saw it from very early this morning. So at least they had basically you know, offered the first salvo as it relates to that through that press release there. You know, I believe that maybe they will. I'm taking it. They will, as the hours progresses, they will also go and have a press conference. You know, so maybe some additional questions and some additional ventilation can take place. But certainly, Jeffrey, these are some of the things that continue to plague us, and that is why the people of Jamaica in the main are saying to the Prime Minister, call the election, ask the Governor General to prorogue the Parliament and call the election and give the people the choice. If the people see fit and find favor in you, that you're doing a great job as he's professing that he is, then allow the people to decide on that. The people, as majority of who I'm coming across, saying that, listen, they believe that Jamaica is at the lowest ebb and they want to usher in a PNP with Mark Jefferson Golden at the helm, give them that opportunity as well. So we are mere weeks from having the fifth anniversary of this government. And we are accustomed to election call even a year out. So what is it? Why the Prime Minister can't call it? But as we heard so eloquently put by the General Secretary of the PNP, and when I look at it, it is indeed correct. When you look at where the PNP is at this time, is about a 19.5% shift to the opposition PNP. And indeed, when you look at the negative favorability for the Prime Minister, Mark Golden is leading because Mark Golden have a net positive over the Prime Minister of about 7%, 7.5 or 7.7 and 3/4 percentage points. So all in all, if you put all of those together there, the PNP is really back where they were in 2011. And as I keep on saying, in plotting the graph, Jeffrey, I am seeing back at a 27, but I'm also factoring 2011 rather, but I'm also factoring 3 more in there. And those 3 that I'm factoring in is Northeast Manchester. The man up there is businessman Valentin Valwint. I expect him to come home with that one. That will be a big pickup for the PNP. I'm also expecting another biggie over there, neighboring constituency, South Trelawney, and then we move further. We move eastwardly.
It's South Trelawney, Paul Patmore?
Yes, Paul Patmore, and we move easternly in going into St. Andrew, where I'm seeing the daughter of veteran politician and KD Knight's daughter, Stacey Knight, picking up that northeast St. Andrew seat for the People's National Party, last represented in the House of Representatives by the late Paul Robertson's wife, Mrs. Colleen Curlew Robertson. She was the last member of parliament there for the People's National Party. And I'm seeing where Stacey, in a woman, repeating that feat. Jeffrey, I have to leave you.
Yes, man. Thank you so much, Conrad Brian from New South 93 for coming on. Thank you so much, sir.
All the best. God bless you. And Jeffrey, before I go, just to use your platform quickly to say that come Monday, we will be having a massive discussion with some earth-shattering thing with that man who is expected to give the former ambassador Audrey Marks a massive political backsliding. Valentin Wint will be my spotlight guest, and Monday we'll be talking to him about his possibilities and his plans for the constituency of Northeast Manchester.
Thank you so much, my friend, for coming on. And of course, that will be live on the Mek Wi Talk program this Monday coming. God bless.
All right, all the best. God bless you.
Yeah, man. I have with me now my good friend, Head Boy. Head Boy, welcome to the program. You're live.
Thank you, Jeffrey. Let me apologize for my lateness. We are having a hell of a time here on the island. Vibes Cartel has arrived, and we're going to be having a show of our lifetime. And so we are, the island is crazy. I tell you, Jeffrey, this is what Colin Bell has been talking about, the power of Jamaican creatives. Yeah?
Yes.
The power of creatives. If I could disclose to your listeners, a government here in the Eastern Caribbean is paying Cartel 4 million EC, Eastern Caribbean dollars, to perform.
The government is doing it? I thought it was some organization doing it.
No, it's the government.
Wow. That's good.
4 million, 1 point something million US dollars.
Whoa.
And we have about 4. We have Christopher Martin, Javinci, Shensia.
As you talk about that, Head Boy, don't it look very sad that Cartel's own government hasn't acknowledged him?
You see, a prophet is, I won't even say prophet, but they always say a man is without honor in his own land. Yeah? And you realize his first consideration for healthcare assistance was not in Jamaica.
Yeah, was in
that is to tell you That is to tell you what he thinks about the Jamaican system. Now, Jeffrey, I know you have been discussing this dead baby
Yes.
saga, but I want to say I hear the dead babies in my head, and I am hearing the voice of Christiana, my good friend Audley Shaw. A lot of people didn't know Audley's daughter was a premature baby.
Yep.
Yeah? And she survived. And I remember when Audley took the stage in St. Thomas and they gave him the rag with the onion in it. Yeah? And him put it near him nose, near him, and then a little bit above him nose, and him start cry. I imagine me little Cristiano. Me Cristiano. Me Cristiano.
They gave him the onion?
So you think Audley ball on stage? You think them that go ball for real? You don't know you put the onion in the rag.
Yes,
Jeffrey,
I know.
and put it near your nose. You must ball. When you peel onion in a ball?
Yeah, man, it's an scallion too.
Yes. So I am just saying, it is a sad situation, and in no country with Tufton have a job today. In none. But are you a call for Andrew to fire Tufton? Mind Tufton fire Andrew?
But Jesus, tell us about it.
I said, mind Tufton fire Andrew Holness. I dare you. If you have any way, if you have any of this man,
hold on for me, head boy. I have a call coming in. Hold on a minute. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Mek Wi Talk program. You're live.
Jeffrey,
Yes.
afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Ed boy, afternoon. I know we on the dead baby saga, right? But something has been bothering me from yesterday. The gentleman that they gave the 120 million that they took away 50 years of his life. I think that money is chicken feed, because if the Prime Minister have units selling for, or his investors have units selling for $300 and something million per unit, I think that gentleman should be awarded at least $3 to $4 billion for what they had done to him. Because taking away 50 years from somebody is a lot in a Jeffrey. I don't think that family should take that $120 million,
You remember when I tell you people on this program here that there is a lot of Jamaicans in our prisons languishing who have never seen the light of day to go in front of a judge?
I remember, man. And I am saying to John Clark and Isaac Buchanan, do not allow the family member to take that money. No. That man deserves way more than that, Jeffrey. When I sit and think about 50 years of my life, the system take away 50 years. What can bring back that, Jeffrey?
Nothing, my friend.
No, man. I urge them to bring this matter to the Privy Council. And I know this man will be awarded more than that. A gentleman that live in my community that was wrongfully a 40 million US dollar they gave him for 10 years. And you're going to tell me you take away 50 years from a gentleman and you're giving him less than $1 million? Here, go on right. You're going to take away 50 years from a gentleman and give him less than $1 million, Jeffrey? That's height of disrespect. And the people of Jamaica need to look at this. This could be your brother. This could be your sister. In no shape or form.
I tell you something, sir. We got to run. I tell you something, sir. The Jamaican people don't think about that, sir. And the fellow citizens going through that, because, they're not such a man like none of the money, so I'm not busy with them. Exactly what they're going to say.
I think the bloggers should sit on this matter for at least a month. Tell the family members don't take that money. Because I would never take such. Thank you, Jeffrey. Have a good day.
You're welcome, my friend. Head boy, over to you.
I want to agree with the gentleman. I want to agree with you. And you were, in fact, the first to have said it, that there are many persons, I was on the program with you when you said it today, that there are many persons who are languishing in our prisons who are suffering way more than this man is suffering. For example, you have persons running remand 7, 8, 9 years. Their matters have not been able to try in court. Yeah.
Head boy.
Yes,
I want you to take over for 2 minutes for me. I'm gonna run and do something. Go ahead for me.
No
All right?
problem. No problem, brother. So just 1 second. I'm just going to ask the persons to hold on and hold off on the call because I won't be able to respond to the call because Jeffrey has stepped away. But to put some context to this dead baby saga, and I want to commend Andre Stevens for his investigative work on this because he himself has spoke about this about a week ago, where he said there was about 10 babies, and now we're hearing it's 24. So when we look at the situation, we understand that there is no form of accountability. But if you realize where the same thing is happening, it's the same hospital that these 24 babies have died, which says that there seemingly is a bacterial outbreak. And we need to ask ourselves the question, if there is a bacterial outbreak at this hospital, what is the response from the government to this issue? And quite frankly, heads should roll because you're not talking about a widespread event. You're saying that this is concentrated in one hospital. And last night we heard from some doctors who reached out to Andrea, and what they said was that the hospital itself has been investigating what is the source of this bacteria, and they can't determine what it is. Some is saying it might be the air conditioning system. Some is saying it can be an issue with the cleanliness of the facility. So we don't know. But what we're saying is this warrants heads to roll. Because if we remember, and this is not playing politics, and this is why the JLP should not have played politics with the issue of the dead babies in 2014 when they moved for Fenton Ferguson to be removed from the cabinet. If you remember that the scenario with the dead babies were that they were not concentrated in one hospital. So they were in Mandeville, I think Kingston and Spanish Town. So they were concentrated over 3 hospitals. Yeah. But this situation, why the gravity or the veracity of this is so? Because it is in one. And imagine, it is within the same Ministry of Health that the minister is telling us that he has invested the most in the healthcare. So we want to ask, where is the investment in the incubation facilities? Where is the investment in life-saving equipment that can save mothers as well? Because we are aware that mothers are dying in prenatal deaths. Maternal deaths. And so we have to be, and also postnatal care, because you can't just talk about prenatal, but you have to talk about the postnatal as well. Because what is the government doing during the time when a lady has her baby, which is, as you know, is postnatal care? What assistance, what is given to these people? So we have to really look at this from a serious point of view. And we also have to call for the removal of the minister. I don't know, quite frankly, is it a little too late? I would say better yet, or better late than never. But we should see the head of the minister rolling, because this minister has presided over the worst management of the healthcare system in Jamaica. Christopher Tufton's name will go down as the minister of death, the minister who has presided over death, the minister who has presided over the death of over 24 babies. But if you add up the cumulative amount of deaths that has occurred under Mr. Tufton as minister, it's over 100 and odd deaths. Yeah? Cumulatively as minister. And something must be wrong, because we have gone back. We are making some retrograde step. Jamaica was known for the best in terms of record. We removed the transmission of HIV from mother to child. We are the first country to achieve that record. We eliminated our infant mortality rate was the lowest in the world. Yeah, our maternal deaths were the lowest in the world. So obviously, if the minister is saying we are making gains, and two things tell you in terms of your strength of your health system: the way you care for babies and the way you care for pregnant women and the elderly. Actually, 3 things. So how you cared for the elderly, the pregnant women, and children, yeah, or babies. If you can't care for them, then your health care system is not in the position or has the capacity to do so. And so we have to look in a serious way how we go about approaching this. But I'll say, for me, that the most fundamental point that needs to be raised is, will Mr. Holness have the cojones? Will he have the vision, testicular and otherwise, to fire Minister Tufton? And I dare say no. I don't think Holness can fire Tufton. I more believe Tufton can fire Holness, because with how did else with the start with the so-called more resources being spent, but the system has deteriorated. And so we need to understand, we need to understand what has happened, what the issues are, and the only way we are going to know is if we have not necessarily an inquiry, but the family of these persons need to do, maybe have a class action lawsuit to be taken out against the government. Jeffrey, we heard a lady last night said on Andre Stevens' program, she had a child last year, and it was a premature baby. And in fact, she said that she was not able to see the child. The father was not able to see the child.
She's a person who I've helped on this program. She came and spoke about it earlier on.
See, so it's because I was away. Right. So I want people to understand. So just in case people think that persons here, Jeffrey Tavares and others, are trying to be mischievous, because it's very easy to call us mischievous, or propagandistas, or spreading propagandas and lies. These are the experience of mothers. Remember you had an incident in the back of the hospital where they saw a dog walking away with a baby? You know that it was so they have behind the hospital what is called the hazard dump. So how they dispose of these babies, typically a gentleman said they would put them in a red thing and then they put them over
it is called a red biohazard bag.
Right. And then they put them in the biohazard dump.
Right.
Now, the reality of it is, a lot of these persons, I don't think that this is the best way to do this, because you have not given some of these people, these family closures. Yeah? We have never had discussions about the psychological impact it has on a woman when she loses a baby.
Yeah.
And also a man as well. Yeah. So we need to proceed in doing that. But brother, I know you have been here for a long time, so I want to wrap up. Yeah? I want to wrap up so you can get some rest.
Yeah,
all right. So Jeffrey.
Yes, I'm having a serious back pain here.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to.
I feel I saw your message. So let us wrap up. Yeah, let's wrap up and go deal with your issue, my brother. Because,
yeah, man.
Health comes first.
Yes. Before I go on the platform, I didn't want to leave so quickly because head boy came up. Honestly, I'm in a serious back pain here and I need to get up. I want to say to everyone who came on first, to those who assist the young lady, I want to say thank you all very much. Thank you so much for coming on. Thanks, my good friend head boy, Canada Brian, for coming on. I want to leave you all with this quote. It is today that our best work can be done, and not some future days or future years. And the sense of urgency is what we must have today, knowing, as the saying goes, eternal virtue is the price of liberty. The price of liberty, my Jamaican people, is to stay alert, seek the truth, and to actively participate in the fight for the democracy of this nation we call Jamaica. It is today that our best work can be done, and not some future days or future years. And the sense of urgency is what we must have today, knowing, as the saying goes, eternal virtue is the price of liberty. The price of liberty, my Jamaican people, is to stay alert, to seek the truth, and to actively participate in the fight for the soul of Jamaica's democracy. God bless you. God bless our island home, Jamaica land we love. And my condolence to all those mothers who have lost their baby. It hurts. And nothing that we will say will ever bring back that child or those babies. But I want you all to know one thing. That we stand with you and we will fight with you. And as I end the program with the words I just read to you all, it is not today that our best work can be done. Listen to the words of it. And not some future days or future years. The sense of urgency is what we must have today. Knowing, as the saying goes, eternal virtue is the price of liberty. The price of liberty, my Jamaican people, is to stay alert, seek the truth, and to actively participate in the fight for the soul of this nation we call Jamaica. God bless you. Have a great afternoon, everyone. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Mek Wi Talk Jeffrey Tavares YouTube channel. Until you hear my voice again, have a great afternoon. God bless you all.
Deliver, I say, what they say. to come under some pressure. You're going to hear all kinds of propaganda. You're going to hear all kinds of lies and deception. There will be tactics used to try and buy you out. There will be tactics used to try and frighten you away. And I only have to say one thing to you tonight, comrades. We are blood and fire comrades, and we're marching on to progress. And we will stand firm. We will not be bought because we are not for sale.
When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, Mek Wi Talk, my people, Mek Wi Talk. When this town becomes an ugly place, don't let it erase the smile from your face. Mek Wi Talk, people, Mek Wi Talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark a talk and you will see. Conflict solver A to Z. World leaders master the art of self-defense just by talk. So people, Mek Wi Talk. Hey, we're living in a world that on ourselves we must depend. Mek Wi Talk.